Now suppose hands of a clock moves from 12 to 3. That means it makes 90 degree. Now you will have to find that what part of a revolution it is. Okay. Now we already know if it completes the full rotation, then it becomes 360 degree, because full revolution is 360 degree and this angle is 90 degree. So what part of the revolution it is? Total part of the revolution, total revolution is 360 degree, and it is formed right angle. Okay, and right angle means it's 90 degree. Now if you cancel zeros, 9 ones are 9, 9 fours are 36. So it is 1/4 of a revolution. So if hands of a clock forms right angle, then what part of the revolution it is? It is 1/4 of a revolution. Okay. Now always remember, if it forms this way or this way, we know that it's 90 degrees, isn't it? Or this way or this way, it forms 90 degree. Now here one thing, let me tell you how to identify that whether it forms a right angle. Like if it looks like this, then we know that it forms a right angle. But if it looks like, suppose like this, now can you tell me whether it forms right angle or not? So here one thing I want to add. Now see here, 12 to 1, 1 stop, 1 to 2, 2 stop, 2 to 3, 3 stop. So after 3 stop, it forms a right angle. Again let's check. It's 1, 2, 3. So that means after every 3 steps, it forms a right angle. See here, 1, 2, 3. Again it forms a right angle. Similarly, if you check this figure, 1 to 2, 1 stop, 2 to 3, 1 stop, 3 to 4, 1 stop. So that means 3 step. So we can say that it forms a right angle. Okay. Now let's take another example. Suppose the hands of a clock move from 5 to 8. Now how will you identify whether it forms a right angle or not? So to identify this, again we will count the number of stops. So 1 from, see here, it starts moving from 5 o'clock. Okay, so 5 to 6, 1, 6 to 7, 1, 7 to 8, 1. So 1, 1, 1. So after 3 steps, we have got this 8. So that means it forms a right angle. Okay. Now see here, if you count the number of gaps from 12, okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So total we have 12 gaps. Okay. Now here 12 gaps means 360 degree. We already know that full rotation means if it completes the full rotation, then it makes 360 degree. That means what will be the measurement of one gap? It's 360 degree divided by 12. So 12 ones are 12, 12 threes are 36. So it's 30 degree. That means 12 to 1 is 30 degree. 1 to 2 is 30 degree. That means each gap is 30 degree. Now suppose if the hands of a clock rotate from 12 to 7, that means what part of the revolution it is? Now we already know that if it rotates from 12 to 6, that means it makes 180 degree because it's a straight angle. Now if it reaches up to 7, that means up to this. So up to this is 180 degree, and we know that each gap is 30 degree. That means from 6 to 7 it makes 30 degree. So that means from 12 to 7 it will be 0 plus 0 is 0, 8 plus 3 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. It makes 210 degree. Now what part of the revolution it is? So total we know that 360 degree. So total we always write in the denominator, And since we will have to find that if the hands of a clock rotate from 12 to 7, that means what part of the revolution it is. So 210 degree by 360 degree. So 0 0 it will cancel. 3 7s are 21, 3 12s are 36. Always divided by the same number. Divide the numerator and denominator by the same number. Okay, so I have divided 21 and 36 by 3. So I have got 7 by 12. So it's, if it makes 210 degree, then it is 7 by 12 of a revolution. Okay. Now we already know the fourth direction, which is north, south, east, west. So this is more easier than a clock. Why? Because if it moves from 9 to if it moves from north to east, it forms a right angle. Again from east to south forms a right angle. Again south to west means it forms a right angle, and west to north is right angle. Okay. So here we have observed that in every step right angle is formed from north to east, right angle is formed east to west, east to south, 90 degrees formed south to west, again right angle is formed, west to north is also 90 degrees formed. Now suppose you are traveling from north to south. See here, straight angle is formed. So it forms 180 degree, that means straight angle. Again, if you want to move from east to west or west to east, it forms 180 degree, that means straight angle. Okay. Now, if you want to travel from north to north again, that means wherever you have started your journey, from there only you have ended. So that means it is a complete whole. So we can say that it's a complete angle or complete revolution. Okay, which means 360 degree. Complete angle or complete revolution means 360 degree. Now suppose if you want to move from north to east, that means it forms 90 degree and complete revolution is 360 degree. So what part of the revolution it is? So if it forms 90 degree, then 0 0 cancel, 9 1s are 9, 9 4s are 36. That means it is 1/4 of a revolution. Okay. Similarly, if you want to move from south to north, that means it forms 180 degree. So straight angle means 180 degree and complete revolution is 360 degree. So 180 upon 360 degree, so 0 0 cancel, 18 1s are 18, 18 2s are 36. So if it forms 180 degree, that means it is half of a revolution. Okay. So here we have learned about what are right angle, what are straight angle and what are complete angle. Now we will talk about some more angles. Okay. So at first we have acute angle. Now what are acute angle? Acute angle means an angle which forms less than 90 degree. Then it is said to be an acute angle. Say 20 degree. For example, 20 degree, 50 degree, 70 degree, 89 degree, these all are acute angle. Now see, this is 90 degree. Okay. Now any angle which is less than 90 degree. Suppose if I draw the angle like this forms acute angle, or if I draw like this is also acute angle because this is less than 90 degree. So these all are acute angle, an angle which is less than 90 degree. Okay. Now next we have obtuse angle. Now what are obtuse angle? Obtuse angle means more than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. Okay. For example, if I take 135 degree, 150 degree, 179 degree, these all are obtuse angle. Now how it looks like? See, this is 90 degree. Okay. Now if I extend the line, then it will form 180 degree. Okay, because straight line forms 180 degree. Now it is more than 90 degree. So here is 90 degree. So more than 90 degree means this. But here is 180 degree, right? So this angle is called obtuse angle, means more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Suppose if I draw the line here, this is also less than 180 degree because 180 degree is here, a straight angle. So this angle is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. So these are obtuse angle. So obtuse angle means more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Okay. Now next we have reflex angle. Now what are reflex angle? Reflex angle means an angle which is more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. For example, say 190 degree, 270 degree, 300 degree. These all are reflex angle. And how it looks like? This is 90 degree. Okay. Now if I extend this line, since it's a straight line, so it forms 180 degree. Now reflex angle is more than 180 degree. So here is 180 degree. So if I draw a line here, so it is more than 180 degree, but where is 360 degree? It should be less than 360 degree. Now 360 degree means complete angle, one full rotation. Now this is 360 degree means one full rotation. That means if it is 0 degree from here, it is, suppose it is 0 degree from this way, if it is start moving and here it is 90 degree, then again it is going here. Now here is 180 degree. Now it is going beyond 180 degree. Okay. So it is up to this, and when it will reach here, then it will become 360 degree. But if you see this red color line, it is here. Okay. So that means here is 0 degree, here is 180 degree, and it is going beyond 180 degree. So this angle is called reflex angle. Okay. Now taking one more example. Now this is 90 degree and this is 180 degree. Now suppose this is 90 degree and this straight angle forms 180 degree. So here is 0 degree and here is 180 degree, and reflex angle means more than 180 degree. That means it will go beyond 180 degree, but it should be less than 360 degree. Suppose if I draw a line from here, so here is 180 degree, so it is going beyond 180 degree, and 360 degree, where is 360 degree? When it completes full rotation, then it will become 360 degree. But since this line goes from here, so this angle is known as reflex angle. Okay. So that means reflex angle is more than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. Okay. So this was all about acute angle, obtuse angle and reflex angle. Okay.